Hey everyone, Tamika here, and I'm excited to be live with you this afternoon. So as you're hopping on, say hello, tell me where you're watching from, how long have you been in the business. I was going to do this live video for my team, and then I thought, you know what, this is probably a message that everybody could benefit from hearing. So I live in Wyoming. I've been in the business for 6 years. I'm a triple diamond leader, and I just want to talk to you a little bit today about maybe some reasons why you aren't signing customers or distributors. Okay, if you are feeling like you're doing all of the things, but they're just not coming to you, drop a 1 in the comments below. Or maybe you felt that way sometime in your business. And I mean, we all have, where we're like doing the things or maybe we're not doing the things and we don't know what to do, but we know we need to sign customers, we know we need to sign distributors, but they're not coming in. And so I have 3 tips to help you guys either break through the glass ceiling that you've created or just kind of reflect on what you're doing now to see if there's something that you could change up to get the customers flowing in. Okay. So, number 1 is treat your business like a business. I'm sure that you've heard that before, but if you want to get paid like it's a business, you have to work it like it's a business. And like saying, I forgot, I'm too busy is no longer an excuse. It's no longer something that you can say because you're a business owner. When I think about, the different stores that are in our local mall, what if the CEO that day was just like, I don't really feel like working, and they just didn't show up, right? Like, that's not good for anybody. That's going to completely lose your trust. And so treating your business like a business and showing up to it every single day and creating that schedule. I mean, a lot of you guys are working another job. And so, you've got to arrange your life around that job. When do you wake up your kids? When are you eating your meals? Even down to when you're going to the bathroom. I know for me, when I first started this business, I was a high school math teacher and I had to train myself when I could use the restroom between class periods. And so, you got to treat your business the exact same way. You've got to create a schedule. You got to wake up earlier. You got to stay up later sometimes. You got to make sure that you make time to do the work, and consistency is key. Like I said, you can't just decide one day that you want to go all in and work so hard, and then the next day you're like, I don't really feel like it, and then you don't do anything. That's not going to build you a successful business. People are going to buy from who they know, like, and trust. Okay, write that in the comments, right? Know, like, and trust. I did the Power Hour on Friday, and we ended with having everybody go and look through their Facebook. So like, if you guys haven't ever done this before, go to your Facebook and scroll up to 3 days ago. Okay, so after this call, like, that's your homework assignment number 1, is after this live, I want you to scroll up to 3 days ago, and I want you to count how many times you see your face, either as a live video or a recent picture, not a picture that you took 3 years ago where you looked really great, but how many times are you showing up on your page? Because if people don't know, like, and trust you, then they're not going to purchase from you. And what my aha moment was on Friday was, as people were writing how many times they showed their face in the last 72 hours, there were some people that had 0, 1, 3. And I'm thinking to myself, that's the problem number 1, is you don't even know, like, and trust yourself. And so I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but if you don't know, like, and trust yourself, then how can you expect other people to? You may be doing all of the work and sending messages and making all the posts, but like, if your head and heart aren't aligned and you don't know your mission and you don't love yourself, trust yourself, know yourself, then that's where you honestly need to start. And it's going to be a game changer once you break through that. And so if you guys haven't already, go into the eSuite and check the document library and get this form that they shared at conference. Okay, I think it was Brittany Landrum who did it. And like, what do you enjoy? So many of us, all we do is go to work, we eat, we sleep. That's it. And so to actually sit down and think to yourself, what do I enjoy? What makes me smile? What's a hobby that I enjoy? Who do I want to become? Okay, when I was in high school, I wanted to be a high school math teacher. Weird. Now when I was a high school math teacher, I was like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. But like, now I get to think of like, who do I want to become? What do I want to stand for? What do I feel confident talking about? Have you guys ever thought about that? What do you feel confident talking about? What do my followers or friends think of when they think of me? Okay, and those are the kinds of things that you're posting. And I love this little activity down here where you get to pick 5 different little pillars, and none of them are the business. And so, you know, for me, I've got fitness, mom, food, hunting, faith. And then from each one of these, you get to, you know, break it down into 3 more categories. And these are the things that you're posting about on your page on a regular basis. And what I found is when I post more about me, I get way more engagement on my page. I get way more customers coming in because they know, like, and trust me. Okay. So fill out this form. It's on the eSuite. It's just the social media marketer worksheet. Do it. It's incredible. It'll change your business. And then, you know, going back to treating your business like a business is, do you have a daily task list? Do you have a list of things that you need to do every single day for your business? In the eSuite, there is the KPI tracker sheet on there. And I read in a book that, it was Developing the Leader Within You 2.0 by John Maxwell. And, you know, there's a whole section in there talking about how 80% of your production comes from 20% of what you actually do. And so if you guys think about that, you know, where are the majority of your customers and distributors coming from? You know, it's 20% of what you're doing. And so you need to make sure that those are the things that you're doing first. In the book that we're all reading right now, Win the Day, you know, he talks about eat the frog first. You know, what are the things that you really don't enjoy doing, but you know that they're so important and you've got to do it? Like, get it done first thing in the morning. One thing that me and my team did is, you know, we just kind of broke it down. What do we feel is so important that we accomplish every single day, whether it's a good day, whether it's a bad day? Like, what is the die on a hill list that will be done regardless before we go to bed every single night? And we just put it all on a little sheet here, our daily task list. We've got our 7 things. And, you know, for most of us now, we can get these 7 things done in 60 minutes. And so we're doing a 60-minute power hour in the morning, a 60-minute power hour in the afternoon, a 60-minute power hour in the evening before we go to bed. And, you know, for those of us who want more, we're going through this multiple times. But for those who maybe are first starting out or are working multiple jobs other than this one, like, these are our non-negotiables. And so every day, you know, we have our daily task list, your 6 list, your daily do, whatever you call it, but making sure that that's a way that you treat your business like a business. And it can look like whatever you want it to be, whatever's going to help generate the income and the leads for you. And, you know, I just think to myself too, and then I'll move on to number 2, but think about businesses that you've gone to, okay? And different people that you've bought from. And so, and I'll talk about this at the end too, but, you know, if people make me feel good, then I want to keep coming back to them. And so as a business owner, make people feel good. Don't make people feel bad when they can't purchase or, like they're being hunted, right? And so, like, when you think about walking through the mall, if someone was standing outside one of the clothing shops, you know, and they were just smiling and being like, hey, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. You know, your hair looks really nice. I love your outfit. Those shoes are so cute. Your kids are adorable. You know, whether or not you went into that store, you would have a good feeling about it, right? And so maybe next time when you had the money, or next time when you had the time, you would go into the store. And just because of the good feeling that you gave. You guys, you have the opportunity to give that to people on your social media by liking and commenting on their posts, by sending personal messages, not just happy birthday on their wall, but, you know, sending them a genuine happy birthday, even song, you know, if you want to voice record it. But when you make people feel good, then when they're ready, they're going to come back to you, okay? And so that's number 1, treating your business like a business. Consistency. People are going to buy from who they know, like, and trust. Make sure that you know, like, and trust yourself, and then do your daily task list every single day, making sure that you eat the frog first and get the thing done that you least like, so that way it's done and it's generating revenue for you, okay? All right, number 2. Number 2 is ask. So when I first saw this on my social media, oh my goodness, 7 years ago, I remember seeing a before and after picture, and I showed it to my husband, and we were in bed, and I was like, yeah, right, like, that really works, okay? And it was my friend from high school that was posting about it. But I was just a silent hater. I didn't like it. I didn't comment on it. I just kept looking at her posts and just hating on it, right? Until the day that I accidentally liked something. And she sent me a message and she said, hey, Tamika, you know, I saw your like on my post. I don't know if it'd be for you or not, but, you know, I'm always looking for new people to try my products and write a review. Would that be something that you're interested in? And I told her no. Like I was a has-been college athlete. Like I know that it's diet and nutrition, and I had just had a baby, and my plan was during the summer vacation that I would run a half marathon, I'd lose all the weight, and I'd get my pre-pregnancy body back. Okay, that was the game plan. And so I watched her all summer long thinking to myself, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, right? And then what happened at the end of the summer? Did not lose the weight. I had to go back to teaching again. And so I messaged her. But here's the thing, because she asked me, it planted the seed in my head. And it took me a long time to grow. It really did. It took me a long time. But because she asked, I didn't even think it was for me. Like I was just over there like silently hating on it. But I didn't even consider the idea that it could be for me. And then even when she gave it to me, like, hey, Tamika, like you can have this. Like it took me a long time to warm up to the idea, but I'm so grateful that she did. And then I finished my 3 months as a customer. And then she had the audacity to ask me if I would be interested in doing the business. And I told her no. I had a respectable job. I went to college. I was a teacher. I was a soccer coach. It's what I wanted to do since I was in 10th grade. And I was a hard no. Like, no. You know, that's not what we do. We don't work from our phones. People don't actually make money that way. Well, guess what, you guys? Because she asked, it planted the seed, and I continued to think about it. And now I looked at her post differently. And then I like ads and different things were like popping up in my newsfeed. You know, that reticular activating system was activated, that like, here are now these people that are working from home. And so it was during Christmas break where I told my husband, I'm like, I really hate my job. I don't want to go back. I don't want to. And so we'll just live paycheck to paycheck. But then the thought came to my mind that was like, listen, you know, you could do this business and make some money working from home. And so because she asked, you know, when the time was right, I sent her a message when I got started, and I'm so grateful, you guys. And so asking is really everything. Some people don't know it's for them. I had a girl on my team the other day. She's been so consistent with going live and sharing herself. Like she is attraction marketing to a T. Like she's just very, very good, but she's not signing any customers and distributors. And I said, well, ask them. Like go send some messages and ask them. And, you know, within one of the first 10 messages that she said, she screenshots it to me. She's like, oh my gosh, Tamika, you're not going to believe this. There was a lady who had just watched her live video the night before that was interested in the products, but didn't comment, didn't know that she could get it. And then she signed her up as a customer because she asked, you know? And so you guys, like asking is key. That's what plants the seed in the soil. And then your posts and, you know, your consistency and your own personal results is what's going to help it grow. And so you must ask. And, you know, I did a live video in here. It was a few months ago, but it got bumped back up to the top, and I talked about it's time to warm up to the cold messaging because it's really not cold. People need what we have, and unless if we ask them, they don't know. Okay, there are the few people who will reach out to you, but for the most part, people don't know. And also people are scared. Like you think you're scared, you know, you just started this business, you think that you're scared. They're scared too, okay? And so it's your job to ask. And then the other two things that asking does, though, number one, it plants the seeds. But number two, it's also going to change up your algorithms. Okay, when you message people on Facebook Messenger and then they message you back and you get in a conversation, go refresh your newsfeed and guess who's going to show up in there? The people that you're having conversations with. And so it's also going to be changing up your algorithm. So one thing that I do is I print my Facebook friends list and I start at the very top. And when you do that, it sorts it from your oldest friends first, so who you became friends with first. And I literally just go down my list of people, and I don't miss a single person. When I get to the very end of my list, I reprint it. I've added friends since then. Maybe some people have unfriended me, but like I just go through my list. And what do I send them? I always look at their profile first. Before I send any message, I look at their profiles to kind of see what's going on in their life, what they're doing, you know, and just kind of get the feeling. Should I ask them about the business? Should I ask them about the products? Should I just send them a good vibes message? Like, hey, hope you're having a great day. Like, just sending you some good vibes. You know, could I send them a message about something that they post about recently? Maybe a haircut. Maybe they have some, you know, weight loss goals that they've accomplished. Or maybe they got married. Or maybe their child just had a birthday. Like, whatever it is. Like, can I just message them and be a friend? And I'm not going into this, like, expecting anything out than just a relationship, than just being able to offer, you know, the different products that I have, or the opportunity to be able to make money, or just the friendship. Like, I'm going into it just like, they're not rejecting me when they say no. It doesn't hurt my feelings if they leave me on red, because I'm just going into it like trying to help somebody make money, help someone be healthier, help someone be happier. That's it. Okay. So ask people. It's going to change your algorithms. It's going to help plant the seed, and they're going to continue watching you. Okay. And then last one, number 3, is mindset and belief. Okay, so you can do all of the things. You can treat your business like a business. You can be super consistent. You can send out all the messages of the world. You can make all of the posts. But if your mindset and belief is not where it needs to be, then you're not going to go very far. Okay, so let's talk about mindset. You know, treating your business like a business. For me, it's important that I wake up to an alarm. Well, now I don't need to. My body naturally wakes itself up. But like, I am up every morning before 6 a.m. And I get to go into this special nook in my house that has a heated blanket, and I've got my books there, and I listen to, you know, either Audible or some like morning affirmations. I read my scriptures, and I get an hour to myself every single morning. I'm not checking my social media. I'm not responding to messages. I have from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. that is just me time, where I can get myself just focused and in the right mindset and feeling like my cup is full before I go out on my day. Okay, now I've got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, and we taught them from when they were very, very young that they don't get to come out of their rooms until 7 a.m. They both have clocks in there. Even when they were 3 years old, they knew what 7 a.m. looked like, and they didn't come out of their rooms till then, because that was mom's time. And if I had my time to make sure that I was good, then I was going to be good for everybody else the rest of the day. So, you know, create some structure. When I was working full time and doing this job, I made sure that I was up 30 minutes earlier, so that way I could do the things that I needed to for myself to prep my business before I had to go to my other job, because ultimately I wanted to leave that job. And so that meant that I had to sacrifice some sleep in order to make sure that I was right. Okay. So wake up every morning, get your mindset right, so that way you can better help people. Have the mindset too, and we kind of talked about this just a second ago, is like, my goal is to educate people. I want to educate people on the different products that we have to offer. I want to educate people on the business opportunity. I want to educate people on what I do. Okay. And so I'm never let down. Whether they say yes and sign up as a customer, or whether they don't, my job was to educate. Did I do it? Yes or no? And so make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. You know, whether it's however many people you want to reach out to. But, you know, sometimes it's not fair to say, like, you know, we want to put it out there. I'm going to sign 5 customers today, right? But maybe like, I want to educate and get in a really good conversation with 5 different people today, and see how that shifts, you know, and sets yourself up for a win. You also want to be in the right mindset to handle objections. Oh my goodness. When life is stressful and someone tells me I have to check with my husband, or I don't have the money, or doesn't follow through with what they said they were going to do, like, if my mindset is not right, I cannot respond to them, because I'm going to say something that I regret. And so you've got to be in the right mindset in order to handle those objections, you know, and help people overcome them and use the feel, felt, found. Like, listen, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, and this is what I found. And just like walking them through that process, because I'm sure you went through it, or you know somebody else that went through it. And so making sure that you're in the right mindset to overcome those objections. Okay. And then the last few things is that you've got to believe in the products that you're offering. Like, you're going to have people that say, I tried it before and it didn't work. And if that like immediately like shoots a hole in your heart, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't be successful because it didn't work for Sally Sue. Like, that's dumb. Okay. Sally Sue probably only used 2 pills, and she probably had donuts, and like, she didn't follow through with what she said she was going to do. Like, what? Like, you get your own results. And there are products that I absolutely love, like I can't live without. And there are other products that, you know, aren't my favorite, but they're somebody else's favorite. And so my job is to help people find what's best for them. And if they try something and it's not working for them, it's my job to find another way that they can use it, or another product to get them on, or something to get them results. And I'm the professional, I'm the business owner. And so it's my job to make sure that I'm doing the best that I can to help them see results, and that they're doing the best that they can to help themselves see results. So you got to have belief in the product. You should be using it every single month, running your ADBV auto shipment, and picking out those 2, 3, 4 products that are going to help you get the results that you want. Okay, you've also got to believe in this business model. You know, like I said, when I was the outside lurker hater, you know, I didn't even know what it was about, but like, this business model is the most incredible ever. Like, we get to work from home. We get to post on social media. We get to help people. We don't have to worry about inventory. We don't have to worry about delivery, because literally we set up the accounts online and then the warehouses are shipping it. So thank you, corporate team, and thank you everyone in the warehouse. You know, like, this business model is the best ever, you know, and you can literally make as much money as you want to. And if you don't understand that compensation plan, yes, I am a math teacher. Yes, I am super greed, but that compensation plan, you guys, read it and then go and maximize it, because it's incredible. Okay. The business model is incredible. Okay. That's what you need to know and believe it, because then nobody can get you down when they tell you all of these things that aren't true because, you know, Jimmy John didn't have good success. Then that's on him, okay? And then the last thing is believe in yourself, okay? Like, you've got to have belief in yourself, and that goes back to know, like, and trust yourself and know that you can do this. A couple of things that have helped me have belief in myself is just creating different systems that help me know that the people that I was signing, they were going to be set up for success, okay? So, like, when I sign a customer, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I signed a customer, right? I have a thank you message that I send them, and it says, thank you so much for your order. I really appreciate it. Here's your ID number. Here's your password. If you need anything, I'm your own personal customer service rep. Just send me a message and I'll do whatever I can to help you. I'll be in touch with you monthly, and so, you know, we'll talk soon. Something like that. So I send that message to them as soon as I get them signed up as a customer. And then I've got this form, and I used to do it paper pencil, but then I just got too many, right? But I've got this little sheet here on my computer where I'm keeping track. So I just signed a customer, and I'm writing down the date that I signed them, their name, their ID number, where they're placed, and what they got on their order. And so that way I know 5 days before their next order is going to run, because I got it listed in numerical order, that I can send them a message and say, hey, I'm updating my February orders. Would you like to keep yours the same or switch things up? I was talking to my husband last night about auto shipments, and he's like, I hate being on an auto shipment. And I was like, why? Like, I always forget, like, when I need something, it's nice that it just automatically comes in the mail. And he's like, well, I'll just put in a big bulk order when I need it, and then like, that's just what I do. And I said, well, wouldn't it be different if every month someone was messaging you and saying, what do you need this month, and then they were handling it for you? And he's like, oh yeah, that would be really nice. And I said, you'd probably order more, and you'd probably order longer, huh? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's what I do. And it's a lot of work, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. My customers love me, and they send me referrals all of the time. And so have a system for your customers, okay? Then I get my customers, I put their name here, and then I send them a little thank you card in the mail, okay? Someone did that once for me a long, long time ago, and it just, like I said, you know, when you own your own business, are you out front, like, waving and greeting people? When someone sent me a thank you card, it changed everything for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even wear makeup, but I will continue to order makeup from you, because, like, that just made me feel so good. And so I have a little thank you card that I send them in the mail. And then I check in with them every month, just to make sure that they're liking their products, making sure they're getting the results they want. If we need to switch something, we switch something up. And that's what keeps them coming back. And that's what makes me so excited. And, like, I can just stand, like, so strong and so firm that I know I'm going to take good care of you, because I have a system to help me do that. Okay. And same thing with my new distributors. When I sign a new distributor, you know, the first thing I do is I send them this welcome message. The next thing I do, I'm adding them to a group chat. The next thing I do is we're getting them plugged into, you know, a new distributor training or some kind of power hour call, you know, and we've got a system that's all set up that's going to set them up for success. So I'm so excited to sign new distributors, because I'm like, listen, we've got the best training out there that there possibly is. Let's get you in the system, and we can get you started making money right away. And so when you have that system for your customers and for your distributors, it's going to give you more belief in yourself to be able to sign them and take care of them. Okay. So that was a lot, but I hope that you guys learned something. And I'm grateful that Mary Beth said I could come live in here and share it with you guys. So number 1, treat your business like a business. Number 2, ask. And then number 3, get your mindset and your belief right. And then you are going to watch the customers start just flocking in. We'll see you guys later. Bye.